Now you switch up like you have a mental illness. All my devices are malfunctioning right now. The tablet just shut off, and all these weird things I've had to experience 5 years. These people come, it's like I feel hunted, and then when they come and stalk and hunt me down, my devices malfunction. And then you got cocky and rude, and then when I picked up the other device, then you changed like you have a mental illness. But a magnitude of people do this with you. Yeah, when I put the device down, you switched up and act like you had a mental illness and was rude.
What?
Yeah, and then when I picked another device up, then you switched up and then got on the phone. Then you said if I want your help or not. I'm here I'm sitting down, waiting on your help. What do you mean if I want your help?
You're asking for social work.
You depriving me of that for her, what she did. You want investigated as crime. You can't, not a social worker cannot refuse to report abuse, child abuse in mine, and leave me in jeopardy, as they've done Keyana Clark piece on YouTube, KeyanacLarkPeace. That's criminal, but they haven't racked up their charges for 5 years. So I asked you, what am I supposed to do if you guys just keep abusing power and guns and keep interrupting me fleeing and being safe? You forcing me to go to a homeless shelter to have to endure 5 more years of your sickness. If you're coming to hotel rooms violating me like you just did at the Marriott and at Holiday Inn Express and paid for a room, and you're not racking up your felony charges, what is the expectation? I need to get you criminals the charges you deserve for enforcing I stay in jeopardy for all these years.
No, I'm police for the hospital. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, I'm telling you that the social worker forced me to leave and committed a crime by depriving me of a report of the abuse, of my abuse and my child's abuse. That's a crime for her. As a social worker, there's responsibilities, and you just can't decide to not report suspected abuse and leave that person in jeopardy and try to argue with them. So to deflect on the crime you're committing.
No, it's not a crime.
Okay, we haven't gotten anywhere. My life is in jeopardy. I'm at a hospital, and all I'm surrounded by is con artists. We haven't called any place, and people keep on enforcing that I stay in jeopardy for 5 years.
I just tried to call us.
That's a homeless shelter. I'm in a domestic violence crisis. I got threatened 2 times in one night. You're forgetting that. That's why you don't want the social worker to help, because it's criminal when she don't.
Ma'am, I said I could help you get to a shelter.
I don't know why you enforced that I stay in domestic violence crisis for 5 years if you're not on my abuser's payroll. I don't want to be forced to go into a homeless shelter. Austin Street let people threaten me, and then the people clapped, and then they threatened to put me out over getting threatened. And then put me out when someone pushed me on another occasion 20 days instead of following protocol. That's where you want me to go?
I don't.
Okay, sir, I'm in a domestic violence crisis that you guys are behind. Are you going to get me in a domestic violence
How
location?
am I behind this?
So they're games. Let's go. Let him go through his cons. We're not picking up the phone. You're not helping. You're being psychologically
Why are you
abusive.
talking to me? I don't know what you're asking. You're accusing me of X, Y,
Domestic
Z.
violence location. Can we get started? Can we get started? It's getting late.
Okay, I just said I called Austin Street. Now you're telling me that's not where you want to go.
Yeah, I told you. I've been telling you all this time. I'm in a
So tell
domestic
me-
violence
That's why I
crisis.
stopped calling. Tell me where you'd like
I
to
don't
go.
know. So that you wouldn't let them give me
If you don't know,
resources.
then I don't know. Okay?
Well, that's why these are catch-22s to keep me in jeopardy.
Look, at this point, have you heard of Dallas Life?
I'm in imminent danger. I was threatened 2 times by 2 different people tonight.
Where?
I was threatened on the TP train close to the Bell station. Then I got on DART, the green orange line, and a few minutes within an hour was threatened on that. Then he said they won't help me. They've conspired with crimes. But here's the thing, we're deflecting. You can't take the report. You want me to call the DART police. If I was threatened 2 times in one night by 2 different people, I'm in imminent danger. And you coming to enforce that I stay in it puts me even in further danger.
No, that's not true.
It is true. If someone pulled a gun okay, let me put it this way. Are you married? Okay, if someone that you cared about, maybe yourself, put a gun up to push you down on the ground and put a gun up to your head and pull the trigger, would you be in imminent danger?
So what makes you think?
Hey, sir, you told me I wasn't in jeopardy. If someone pulled a gun up to your head and pulled the trigger, threw you down on the ground, you were in missionary, I guess what they call it, assassin's position, whatever they call it. Put a gun up to your head, pull the trigger, and there was no bullets. Would that person be in imminent danger? Okay. If the police came and covered for it, would that increase the danger? Would that increase the danger? If the police came out and covered it, would indeed increase the danger. That's what happened, and you're here to interrupt it for the I don't know how many times. Me getting in a safe environment. So you're right. If someone put a gun up to your head and pull the trigger, you are in imminent danger. And then if the police comes and cover for it, that increases your danger.
Well, the thing is, you're not currently in imminent danger.
Who did I tell you when it happened? What they tell you?
You told me on the train. It happened on the train.
I just told you someone put a gun up to my head and pulled the trigger. I didn't tell you when that happened. So when did they tell you it happened?
It didn't happen here.
So, because it didn't happen here and I got threatened all these times, I'm not in imminent danger?
Not in imminent danger.
Okay, so where do you guys approve for me to live? Because you're not racking up I haven't seen anyone get arrested for their charges that they've earned. Where would you like me to live? Go stay.
Wherever you'd like.
I don't know. I can't get the resources. And you're lying. You're a con artist and wanted to remove me from getting his safe. You're not calling any person. You called off the street. You want to let the time pass, forcing me to be outside in danger on the streets like you've done in 5 years.
I said I'd call Dallas Life, see if you'd like to go there.
I don't have choices. I'll go there. They're gonna have me sleep on the floor, which you set up. If I can just stay overnight there. What's the nearest hotel?
The Home 2 Suites.
Who?
Home 2 Suite.
Okay. Can you take me there?
Would you like to get checked in there?
Yeah, since and then I can call since you guys will not help and interrupt me getting into domestic violence. So here's the thing. So when you look up on my phone, remotely control my phone, and then see wherever I'm going, and then have them be counterfeits and conspire with your abuse, I can't escape it for 5 years. Because you guys keep showing up.
Okay. So there's the Home 2 and then there's the Element Hotel that's close to Starbucks off the gas station.
But how we are deflecting on how I can get you guys from interrupting me, trying to force me to be in homeless shelters and not let me flee abuse. You interrupted me speaking with the social worker.
I didn't interrupt anything. She does not want to speak to you.
Well, I wanted to ask for another one, and then they said they were going to get someone out, and like you did the last time here, you interrupted and enforced that it never happened.
For them to come out to talk to you. I just called and tried.
Okay, well, go get the resources. Are you reporting that she just committed a crime to anyone?
It's not a crime. She doesn't want to talk to
I
gave you the number that you can call and file complaints. If you'd like, there's a number and a website.
But see, since you're behind it, you're just going to cover for everything like you've been doing years.
I'm not getting involved.
That's a crime for you not to be in your police. When you took the oath to be a police, you have to get involved. But you guys have been racking up charges a long time, refusing to be involved.
I don't force anyone to do their job.
You're forcing people to not do their job because it's her. She has a responsibility to report suspected child abuse and my abuse, and she shouldn't let you flash guns and badges and enforce my family's abuse.
That's what the sheet of paper is for.
So I don't know. They're criminals. I had a hit and run. These are not good people. These are bad people. Keyana Clark, CLARK, Peace on YouTube. PEAC. You can see the torture campaign. If you care about your life, check it out. Because they hijack all these businesses and enforce them to be conspirators in their abuse and criminal activity. They're trying not to go to jail. So they hijack hospitals to keep from their prison sentences. Trust me, look at it. If you care about your family's life, look at this channel and do something about it. You don't want people like this running the government.
So would you like the hotel option instead of...
I guess I have to go to a hotel and then let it be dark since I'm not allowed law enforcement. And then was threatened 2 times in maybe 4 or 5 hours. And you guys keep covering for it.
I'm willing to gladly escort you over to the hotel.
Okay, well, let's see how this goes. They deprive me. You guys keep hotels from giving me services and give me CTs.
I'll get you to the front door, and that's I won't be involved after that.
Okay, so are you gonna have them con a CT and deprive me of services? Are you gonna wait?
They won't even know.
Okay, are you gonna wait to see if they have room so I'm not in jeopardy?
I don't do that, but I'm sure they do.
Can you call them and make sure that they're not sold out? Because my life is in jeopardy. I was threatened 2 times in one night, and I can't get law enforcement or a social worker.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
What do you say?
By 2 different people for profit?
I can call the hotel, Jay.
Yeah, just to see if they have rooms.
Sure.
But I still can't stop you guys from conning like you've done on my channel from being able to be at the hotel room.
You can
Okay, I think I'm not being heard. So my question is,
Yeah.
how do I stop police from abusing power to escort me out trying to flee their abuse? Like at One Safe Place, I just was released when I was set up at One Safe Place. They con just like the social worker did and deprived me of services. This has been going on 5 years. So my question is, how do I stop you guys from showing up for enforcing me to be in imminent danger? How do I stop you and get you your charges from torturing me, police brutality, harassing me, tormenting me and my family, enlisting others to do it? How do I stop that? Because 5 years plus is well enough.
Well, first, I'm sorry to hear that.
You're police. How do I stop it? How do I stop police from committing crimes?
Police are better. So all I can say is that whatever police department you're having issues with,
All of them. Can I give you the YouTube channel? I want to do a report, and then we can. I want to do a report.
a report for what?
Abuse.
From against who?
I have the stalker, a wealthy stalker that's probably perhaps worth billions, and that has too much power to abuse.
So what I'm saying is,
Are you depriving me of a report because it's a stalker? Because they've done it for 5 years. And at the northern building, the Northern District Court, where I had a case against them, handcuffed me and violated me and kept me from checking on my case.
Where is he stalking you?
Everywhere with using law enforcement. They let him abuse his power of control over the government.
So it's a police officer?
I don't know what he really does for a living, but all I know is you keep coming and interrupting, been covering up for him 5 years. So what kind of report are you allowing me to make tonight? Fleeing an imminent danger crisis as a police.
Contact that specific police department.
I'm doing so for Baylor Scott Police. There's no you can't do a report, period.
There's not a crime being committed here.
There is a crime being committed because I had 2 threats in one night, and I think he's bribing this hospital to contribute. I'm not being heard. Hold on. I think that he's behind why that social worker deprived me of resources and wouldn't help. So I don't know why law enforcement that set it up wouldn't let me report that for 5 years. So I'd like to report this woman's odd behavior and risking a charge, because what she did was criminal. You, as a social worker, you can't deny that's a crime to deprive someone of their constitutional right for help and services, as it's been done 5 years. So we're deflecting on crimes. So I don't understand why for 5 years police enforce crimes and 911 on my phone. So if this happened just here right now, can you imagine having guns pulled on you, thrown down, terrified for your life, and law enforcement comes and cover for it? Can you imagine calling 911 on your phone, panicking, assaults, threats, trapped on trains, and they hang up in your face and cover for it? Then going through this terror, then people are told to be psychologically abusive and condescending and show no love or compassion, period, for 5 years. So that is an active crime, and I am police. I don't know why police deprive me from reports for 5 years, and if they do them, don't investigate them, and deprive me of information on the reports because I don't know what con they're putting in them. Interference with child custody is a state jail felony that they've been enforcing for 5 years. When my 8-year-old witnessed my false arrest screaming in terror, and I haven't had access to her since in cons. But some kind of way they've lost it for 5 years, and the family court covers for child abuse and won't let me appear at court and lies and slanders me, along with half the planet. So here's the thing, are you depriving me of the right to report any of this? You have to enforce it tonight, which is for tamper with evidence is a felony?
It's not a crime. You know, I'll take your information, okay?
Okay.
What's your name?
It's Keyana, Keyyana.
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 And your last name?
Clark, Clark.
Date of birth?
You know, thank you for your behavior. I've witnessed some good cops get mistreated and violated by bad cops, and that's not good for the force. One bad apple spoils the bunch. So what I've tried to help people realize, if you let bullies and gangsters and cartel members run the government, that's a threat to national security. So we don't need bad, crooked, dangerous people suffocating and choking out the good people. That's a threat to everyone's safety. So I'm not really thinking clear because a hotel is not going to be a permanent resolution. So in jeopardy, I can't afford all these hotels. and I can't speak with social workers at none of the environments, and I haven't been able to get advocacy or help or support to figure things out, so I'm forced to try to figure these things out on my own because I've been deprived of it. I'd like someone to give me a safety plan and help me with being threatened multiple times, getting paid, someone paying for people to threaten me and do all these things. But for 5 years, I haven't got it. So what with a law enforcement would you recommend that I do? Because I going to these homeless shelters where they bully and violate me there is not safe. But if I'm blacklisted from all domestic violence help, what is the hotel going to do and then have to leave in a few minutes and still be in jeopardy and can't get law enforcement?
In the meantime, this is mine. Alejandro period Hernandez at BSW Health.
Yeah, but I'm doing a report right now, and I haven't got a report number. Are you depriving me of that report?
I'm gonna need you to.
I want to be deprived of a report to tamper with evidence, which is a felony. I've had to endure so many cons to keep my reports, my situation secret, that we're deflecting on the report number to afford that's a felony.
I have your email, love.
I'm reporting the crime right now, and you're committing a felony by depriving me of the report number of the incident.
You're going to email.
That's why are you forcing me to commit a felony with you? I mean, to be involved in your felony? You tampering with evidence and depriving me of a report is a crime, an active crime you're committing now. Even if whatever you were looking at on the internet telling you to instruct you how to rack up felonies so these other people don't go to prison.
This is my work email.
Yeah, but I'm reporting the crime right now. We're deflecting it. I'd like to get my report because if you tamper with evidence right now, let me tell you the extremity of what you're doing. If you tamper with evidence right now and enforce that the people that you paid to threaten me cover for them, that puts my life in jeopardy as it's been done 5 years. Since you paid them to threaten me, you don't want to do anything about the report because it'll incriminate you because you set it up. So what you do is you make it impossible for 5 years to do anything on 100 and so reports. If someone's getting threatened and attacked and assaulted 3 or 4 times a day, that's an extreme event. And then having law enforcement cover and enforcing and set it up increases their likelihood of imminent danger. So the reason why you're committing a felony right now is because I believe the police department is behind all of this chaos I've experienced. This is a felony crime for you to deprive me of a police report when me getting threatened 2 times in one night by 2 different parties. Then in addition to that, the social worker conning to deprive me of a safe environment. That's a crime for you to deprive me of that. But I understand that you guys set it up so you can't report it. You be incriminating yourself. But I'm trying to incriminate you, this active felony that you're committing. I'd like a police report number, sir.
Okay, so you gave my work email.
I'm not being heard because having a work email is not going to help if someone goes out and kills me.
Well, you keep cutting me off before I could.
If someone kills me right now, sir, you deflecting and then deflecting and conning and gaslighting me because if someone goes outside and kills me and you deprived me of the report, which is a crime, I'm not safe. So I would like to report this crime and you not rack up a felony and commit a crime right now. So by you guys doing this year after year, that increases the danger I'm in. So I've been threatened 2 times one night. The social worker covered for it right here, which is criminal, and which is another crime. These are crimes. So are you telling me that you're depriving me, racking up a felony for yourself by depriving me of a report that someone threatened me 2 times in one night, 2 different people? Then in addition to that, the social worker covered for it, lied on me and slandered me to validate the reason she was depriving me of help. Covered for my abuse and child abuse, which for her is a crime, as well as for you. You hearing all of this and depriving me of any help with the social worker is a crime. So can you at least take the report of my life being in jeopardy? Because if someone murders me, I would like a track record, a paper trail that you guys have protected and enforced and covered up for. I like a paper trail that I have tried to report my life was in jeopardy and couldn't for 5 years.
And I'm giving you my work email. I need you to send all.
But I'm not being heard, sir. The point of it is, if I get murdered tonight, I'm not going to be able to email you.
The information so I can.
No, I'm not being heard. I'm not being heard. I'm not being heard, sir. I'm not being heard. If I get murdered tonight, I can't email you. I have evidence that I'm in.
I'm gonna take you straight to the door of the hotel, so you're gonna be.
I'm not being heard, sir. I'm not being heard. I'm not being heard as a domestic violence victim that I've been trying to flee for 5 years and can't. Since I was threatened 2 times by 2 different people in one night. If I get killed tonight, I want evidence of those threats, and you're depriving me of the right to do so, which is criminal.
I'm not deprived.
Okay, well, I would like, before I went to the hotel, if someone killed me because someone has already pulled a gun on me and pulled the trigger, okay, that has already happened. So to keep me safe, which I have not felt for 5 years, I'd like you to not break the law right now and give me a police report and let me report it. Which, if you not doing so, is a crime, and that would mean that you're behind it. So I don't understand why it's like pulling teeth for 5 years to get reports.
You said that somebody is threatened, right?
They have to make sure this man, that's the intimidation.
Okay, Ms. Clark.
No, you are not going to take that report. We're going to enforce this. You look like you may have integrity. I'm going to do one bad apple spoils the bunch. No, we're paid an arm and a leg to keep that woman in jeopardy. They intimidate church members at every location. This is why good people can't be
Ms.
good.
Clark, would you like a ride to the hotel?
I wanted to, sir, can I get a police report?
Okay. They're not here for you, okay?
They're here for you to make sure you don't abide by the law.
It's time.
Cons.
I'm done trying to help.
You're done trying to help me.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and head out. Head out of the hospital.
So now you're claiming that I can't get a safe environment?
The same patient. Just trying to help her out, but she's refusing all my help and being argumentative, so I'm gonna escort her out. You still have my work email if you want to send me all that stuff.
These are the cons. It's sick.
Time to head out, Ms. Clark.
Put on the gloves that escorted me out into danger.
Yes, ma'am. That's exactly what I'm doing.
That's why I had to sleep outside and that people just sit, look, and witness and don't do anything.
Or am I gonna have to put my hands on you?
Now he's threatening assault. Because
No,
I want
are
to.
you going to get up by yourself, or do I have to put my hands on you?
Man, sir, you have already assaulted me. Let someone pull a gun on me. I don't have
well, then
rights.
just grab your stuff and head out then.
Yeah, I'm lucky you haven't killed me. I'm surprised I'm still alive.
Oh, you
You've
have
racked
all,
up felonies
you have all
for
my
years.
information.
I mean, in front of all these witnesses. You be thankful, because they will kill me, like they killed George Floyd. And people, and I hope like that with me, though, people will probably just sit there and look. With George Floyd, he got his help. Trying to flee an abuse and out before I put my hands on you. They will. They already have. They're going to enforce this felony. So this is why he had to switch up. They're conning that it's a conflict over there.
Come on. Get your
I'm
stuff.
getting my stuff ready. I'm getting it ready. Why are you covering for him? Let him get his felony charge. And you get yours. The bus drivers cover for him too. They just come out, you will, and we're going to enforce these crimes for profit. They probably was never going to help me. Just to wait past time and wait till it's late.
So there's some things that I can't do at home that yeah.
I don't know what to do. Because my life's in jeopardy and you keep committing crimes. Leaving me in jeopardy. I don't know what to do. So I guess go ahead and take me to jail for my life being in jeopardy. I don't know what to do.
So you want to go to the one place where there's nothing but criminals and people that...
I can't, I'm life's in jeopardy. You keep coming in and interrupt me being safe, so I guess take me to jail for trying to be safe. I'm trying to get it a ride. My life's in jeopardy. If you got to take me to jail for trying to be safe, just take me to jail for trying to be safe.
There's nothing that you want.
I can't be safe, so just take me to jail for trying to be safe. If I can't be safe, just take me to jail. I can't get law enforcement. It's better than getting killed. I can't get. You won't help me. I don't want to get killed, and you won't do law enforcement.
Get out of here.
I don't have anywhere to go. I'm not safe. So do you want to take me to jail for trying to be safe, like you've done 5 years? I don't have anywhere to go. I'm in danger. So if I got to go to jail to be safe, just take me to jail. Since you won't, I don't want to get killed. You're just gonna show up at every environment, so the safest place for me is jail. Get out and it's dangerous there. Man, I'm in a domestic violence crisis. I don't have anywhere to go. I don't know what to do. My life's in jeopardy. I've been threatened twice tonight. And they won't take me to a safe environment. I'm in danger. And each time I try to be safe, police do this. I'm scared for my life. I don't know what to do. So if they want me to go to jail for trying to be safe, then just take me to jail because I'm in danger.
You can go wherever you want.
I can't go. I don't have anywhere to go. I'm not safe. You keep it. I don't know where to go. I want to go to a safe environment. I'm in jeopardy.
You can go to the shelter. You can go wherever you want.
I'm not safe. I just got threatened 2 times on trains. I'm not safe.
I'm sure you'll figure it out. You'll be fine.
Okay, go ahead and take me to jail for trying to be safe.
No, I got other people here that I need to take care of. The world don't revolve around just you.
So they don't even want me going to jail to be safe. Maybe, Frank Crowley's tired of covering for him. That's why. They found Frank Crowley probably said that if you rack up any more crimes, then you're on your own.